In my last few videos, I showed you guys how to make the centers for the 4x4. So I've got my white on top, yellow on bottom. I have my blue, red, green, and orange. So if you were looking at the guide, that is pages 4 and 5, solving the centers. So our next thing that we need to do is pair the edges. Okay, so what we're doing here is we are aligning, all of our edges need to look the same. And what's kind of fun about this part is that, like, I have an orange and a white and an orange here. I'm looking for another white orange. So I have white red, so those are not matching. But I'm gonna I kind of just pick any edge, it doesn't even matter. Remember that these are your two edges, these are two edges, these are two edges. All of these are your edges. These are your corners, okay? These are your centers. Right now we're looking at all of these edges. Okay, all of these are edges all over the cube. Two edges, two edges, two edges, okay? Like here I have two blue, but they don't line up. I've got red and yellow here, so that's not what I'm looking for. So again, I can pick any edge that I want. Where did I have I had the white and orange. Actually, I think I had a different white and orange. So here's one white and orange. Let's go searching for the other white and orange. I actually like to physically hold this because you'd be surprised at how many times you turn this and then end up losing the spot that you were at. So where is my other white? Okay, my other white orange piece is here. Okay, these need to be on opposite sides. So this white orange, I needed this one to either be on over here on one of these two edges or over here, one of these two edges. So it's not in a great spot right now, but I just have a couple moves to do of moving these outside pieces. Notice that moving any of these outside pieces up here, the top, the right side, the left side, and even the bottom, will not affect my centers. And I need to make sure that I do not move my centers or you will be starting all over, okay? I have my white orange here and my other white orange is here. So I want it to be, again, I need it to line up on an edge either here, and again, I'm looking for this one, and I want it to line up over here. So because it's down here, I can move this piece over here, and notice it's back here, and then I can move it up here, and now I have white orange here and here. It's actually preferable for them to be diagonal for this one. So I'm actually this is just something that I do. I actually like to move it over to the other side. So what I'm gonna do, if you follow it, okay, I'm gonna move it down into this layer, okay, back over here where it actually was before, and I'm gonna keep moving it because I want it to be over here on this edge. Notice it's down here. I'm gonna move it over here, and I'm gonna then pull it up into this edge. Again, not messing up my centers. Now it is exactly where I want it to be. I've got my white orange here, and then on my diagonal edge, I have the white orange piece as well, okay? So what I'm gonna do with this move, and again, we are always thinking about how we're not gonna mess up our centers. Because this is orange and this is white, that's perfect and exactly what I want. I actually don't want the white to be on the outside, and I don't want these to be orange. I want the same colors, white and orange, okay? Because I'm gonna line up this white with this white. So watch what I do as I, just for a moment, mess up my center. I'll show you how to get it back though. We're gonna pull this piece over, okay? Lining these two up. Now what I'm really gonna do here is just send them away. I'm gonna send them up here, and I'm actually gonna, I don't remember why, but I just know that I'm supposed to move those over here. And then notice that I have to move this side back down. Look at my orange pieces right now. I need to move, okay, this back down and then realign my oranges. Okay, so they are realigned. All of my centers are good. And I also have these two pieces together, okay? I feel like that always seems a little crazy at first, but let's go ahead and do another one. And our goal, we don't even care about where they go on like which edge. Right now we're just trying to line up all of the matching edges together. So white and orange, white and orange. I could go for white and green. Let's look where another white and green is. Okay, here's another white and green. Now these are across from each other and I really actually want them to be diagonal. So what I can do is if these are here, this green and white one, I either want it to be here, which I have, but I really would prefer the white to be on this, actually down here. I'm gonna move this one. I'm gonna move it down this layer, over this layer, and bring it back up over here so it's diagonal from this one, okay? So So follow my white and green. I'm gonna move it down. Now it's on the bottom. I'm gonna move it 1, 2, and actually even one more time, because right now this is my green and white. It's not where I need to be. I want it to be in one of these 2 spots. So I'm gonna move it one more time. Okay, where it's down back here, then I can pull it up. Okay, and now we have the white and green where I want them and the white and green where I want them. So eventually I'm going to be pulling these together, as you can see, but again, I don't want to mess up my edge, so I need to think for a moment about what I need to do here. One of the things I learned is that you want in the, so if this is my top, in this back side right here, I want 2 of my wrong pieces. So for example, these were the 2 correct pieces that I had in my last one. I want to move those away from here, so I can send them anywhere as long as I don't have them right here in the very top back. I don't want those to be correct. So I have my green, white right here, and I have my green, white right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, again, bring them together. I always send them up and then over one, and then I'm going to realign, which means if you see my red over here and my 2 red here, I'm going to need to move this side back this way and then realign my reds, always checking that my edges, or sorry, my centers are still intact. So let's look. Now we have our green white together and we have our orange white together. So that's great. All right, so I can again pick any other one. I already see one that is perfect because I see this white and red here and this white and red here. Notice if I move these together, I have lined them up so they're exactly where I want them to be. Okay, because again, I really want opposite, even though they have the same color, white and red. I want the white and the red to be on top. So again, I'm gonna look back here. Okay, these 2 in the back are incorrect, so that's good. Remember, if I had like this up here, if I had the correct 2 pieces in the back, I wanna move them away. Okay, I wanna make sure that these 2 back here are incorrect. So here's my red, white. Here's my red, white. Again, I bring those together. Okay, right here, brought them together. I always bring them up and then back over to the center. Now I have to go back and realign my 2 reds and my 2 reds. So I'm gonna bring that down, realign my centers. Okay, so I've got the 2 red and white. I've got my 2 white and green and my 2 white and orange. And I'm gonna keep doing this until all of my 2 edge pieces align. Okay, no matter where I'm looking at my cube. I try to find ones that are like nice and easy to do. Let's see, like here's a red, yellow. Now here's a red, yellow, but I really want them to be diagonal from each other. So if I really want, I can just move this one to the other side. So I could, if I want to do that one, the red, yellow. Here's red, yellow. I'm gonna move this, instead of this edge, I'm gonna move it over to this edge. So I'm gonna move it down. Okay, it's down here. I'm gonna turn it 1, 2, 3 times. Here's my first one. And then here's my other one, and I'm gonna then pull it up here. Hopefully I'm making any sense at all. But again, I've got my yellow, red, and my yellow, red. I've got the red and yellow on this face, so that's perfect. Again, I'm gonna go look in the back up here, make sure I have 2 that are incorrect. Okay, I have that. So now I'm gonna bring my red, yellow to line up with my red, yellow over here. So I'm gonna align them, bring it up, and then over. Then I have to realign. Let's look where my orange is, pull that back down and realign my orange, which realigns my centers. So I've got 2 more edges, 2 more edges, 2 more edges. All right, let's look here. I could do, let's see what I have over here. That's a blue, red. Let's see if I have anything else that might be kind of easy. Well, I see here that I have a blue, orange, and I see over here I have a blue, orange. So again, I want that to be either on this, if this is the one I'm looking at, trying to move, I've got blue, orange here. I want it to be on either this edge or this edge. So here's my blue, orange. If I move that down and over this way, it puts them on the same one, and I actually want diagonals. So I'm gonna move this one over to this edge over here. So if you wanna follow that, pull it up here, and I can bring it up 1, 2, 3 times. Here's the blue and orange one I'm trying to do. Here's that blue and orange one, I gotta pull it down 1 more time. All right, and now I have them set up. Blue and orange, and my blue and orange here. So now if I go bring them together, they line up correctly on the side. But again, remember, don't want to mess up my centers. So I'm going to move this one over here to line up. Oh, actually, there's something I need to do. I need to look on the top back side. Okay, these two are incorrect, so that's good. That's what I want to do. So I'm going to go ahead and go back over to my blue and orange. I know there's a lot of steps. Line them up. I'm going to send it up and back toward the center. And then I have to realign my centers. So I've got my white two that I need to line up. I'm going to turn this face back this way and align my whites. Okay, hopefully I haven't messed anything up so far and still have everything intact. And hopefully I'm not teaching you anything wrong. Let's see. All right. Trying to find other edges that I could do. I've got those two. Okay, red. There's red, green, and blue. Okay, here's a perfect one. Here I have red, blue, and I have red, blue. And they're perfectly aligned where if I move them, they're gonna be lined up. So I'm gonna go ahead and make sure my top back two are wrong. Okay, and then I'm going to move my red, blue together right here. Send them up, move this back. I'm gonna bring that side, I always wanna bring this side back down. Oops. Bring that side back down, and then I can line up whichever two colors. So I've got my orange side that I'm realigning. Okay. All right, what else do we have? White and blue. I've got blue and yellow. Okay, here's a blue and white, and here's a blue and white over here. So again, I need them to be opposite. So I think if I do this right here, that would be perfect. There. I have my white and blue and my white and blue. They are diagonal and they are different colors, so that's perfect. I looked at my top back and I have two incorrect pieces here. So I'm going to go ahead and move my white, blue over here together, send it up, back over this way, move this side back down, and then realign which two colors go together. All right, so I've got a lot of my edges. All right, let's look here. I've got orange and green. Let's see if I can find the other orange and green. Like I said, I have to put my finger on it and go searching for the other. Okay, here's the other orange and green. Let's see, so I want it to be either on this edge or on this edge, and it's over here. Let's see if I turn, nope, if I do it that way, then they're not gonna be diagonal. So I'm gonna move it to the other side. So again, I'm following this orange green over here. I'm gonna turn it 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna move it back over, okay? Now I have this one here and this one here. So I've got my orange green here and my orange green here. They are diagonal and different colors, which is what I want. Look in the top back part over here. Okay, make sure those are not the same. If they are, just move them away. And I'm gonna move my orange piece over here to align with my orange. Send it up, bring it back, bring this side back down, and then line up my two colors, which are white. All right, we're getting there. Let's see. Did I mess up my white green? I think I might have had my white green. Maybe I messed something up. Let's see if we can put that back. White green and white green. I'm gonna move that one down here so they are diagonal. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I've got my incorrect two back here. Bring them over, send it up, bring it back. Put that back down, and then realign my two reds. My centers are correct. Okay, let's see. All right, so I've got two edges, two edges, two edges. So all of these are good, so let's go the other way. Got these two edges. Okay, these two are wrong, and these two are wrong. Oh, and these. So I've got 3 more to go. These two, and these two. I'm gonna pause there for right now, A, because it's a long video and it's probably a lot, and 2, because the last two edges are a little bit tricky to solve, and I'm gonna try to put those all in one video for solving the last 3, but especially the last 2 if we have to swap those.